Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get started with this velocity versus time graph homework. So first thing I want you to notice are some key words and phrases that I would like you to use as you guys go through this. Up top we have moving away / towards, speeding up / slowing down, constant velocity, and then also the word then whenever we cross that x-axis. So let's take a look at our first example here, number 1. And number 1 we see that we have some velocity that starts right here and moves over here. It's a horizontal line. So that is telling us that we're moving at a constant velocity. And it's also positive. Since it's positive, it means that we are moving away. Now, if we look down below, we also have a horizontal line. Horizontal line means the same thing, whether it's positive or negative. It just means constant velocity. But we have a negative velocity here, meaning that we are moving towards. So if we put all that together, it should look something like this. Constant velocity moving away from the origin. Then I'm going to add the word then here because I'm crossing the x-axis, and also it's a different change in motion. I'm going to say then I move towards the origin at a constant velocity. All right, let's take a look at number 2 now. Number 2, I have some velocity that starts at 0, goes up here, and then back to 0. All these velocities are positive, meaning that they're all moving away. What I need to note, though, is that these are not horizontal lines, so they are not constant velocities. Therefore, when I go from 0 to some velocity up here, I'm speeding up. And when I go from some velocity up here back down to 0, I'm slowing down. So if I write this motion, I would say that I am speeding up away from the origin. Then I would say that I am slowing down, but I am still moving away because I have a positive velocity. All right, let's take a look at number 3 now. Number 3, we start up here, go down to 0, cross the x-axis, and end somewhere over here. Since this first part is positive, it means that we're moving away. Since the second part is negative, it means that we're moving towards. Since my line is sloped, it means that I'm either speeding up or slowing down. I can see that I'm starting at some velocity value here and approaching 0, meaning that the absolute value of my velocity is getting smaller, which tells me that I'm slowing down. On the flip side, over here, I start at 0 and I approach some big negative number, meaning that my absolute value of velocity is getting bigger, which means that I'm speeding up. So for this one, I would say slowing down away from the origin. Then moving towards the origin, speeding up. All right, 3 down, 2 more to go. This one's the opposite of what that top one was showing us. Here we have some negative velocity, meaning that we're moving towards. And then up top, we have some positive velocity, meaning that we're moving away. We can also see that the negative velocity is going from some negative value down to 0, meaning that the absolute value of velocity is getting smaller and smaller, which tells me that I'm slowing down. On the flip side, I can see that my velocity is at 0 and getting bigger, meaning that I'm speeding up. So if I were to put all this together, it would be slowing down towards the origin. Then I speed up away from the origin. All right, last one here. We start up here, go down here, then back up. All these are positive velocities, which means that we're always moving away. The first part, though, goes from some big number down to 0, meaning that I'm slowing down. The second part goes from 0 to some big number, meaning that I'm speeding up. So if I put everything together here, it would be slowing down away from the origin. Then I speed up away from the origin.